Another week has gone by, so it's time for another renovation update. Let's go on inside and take a look around. This week, there's not as much visible progress just because mostly what was being done was rough plumbing. But as you can see right behind me here, the cast iron pipe has been completely removed and it's been replaced with Schedule 40 PVC. So you can see where it's going up to the bathroom. That extension coming across the ceiling is for the shower, the tub, and obviously the big 3 inches for the toilet, and that other short piece that you see just in the upper left above my head, that's where the vanity drain is going to be. So I'll flip the camera around and show you up close. As you can see, there is the drain for the sink vanity. You can see the 3-inch for the toilet there. And then the offshoot to the side is going to be for the tub shower. All of these pipes are going to be concealed. So there's a chase here in the wall, right behind this counter. So that upper drain there will actually be hidden in the chase. And all of these drains will be hidden as well. Opposite from the bathroom plumbing in the dining room ceiling, we have the plumbing for the drain for the laundry room sink coming down next to the chimney and then sneaking down into the wall back there against the den next to the fireplace and running down to the basement. Here in the first floor bathroom, you can see we've got the toilet drain plumbing installed. If I spin around here, you can also see there's the sink drain and then the vent running up and out. Here we are in the upstairs bathroom. You can see the drain there for the tub, which comes up from the dining room down below. There's the spot for the toilet. And over here is where the vanity and sink will drain. And then you can see the vent pipe running from that, and this has been attached to the original cast iron vent right there, as well as an additional vent beside it. So that's the venting for the plumbing. Just to show some of the creativity here, this is the attic stairwell, and this is the vent from that downstairs bathroom coming up to the attic. So basically this back stairwell became the chase for this plumbing. And I can show this downstairs in the back stairwell as well, where it comes through from the bathroom. So here is that vent coming in right here from the bathroom, and this right above is that attic step. So it goes up into the attic at this point. The other thing to show here in the attic is that they have tied all of the venting together. And then right there in the dark, which we can't really see, is where it goes up through the old cast iron vent. They've tied everything into that. So over there on the right, that's coming up through the stairwell from the downstairs bathroom, that vent. Then as we swing across over here, you're seeing the new laundry room over at the far left, that vent, and then the upstairs main bathroom is right below where all that's coming together. So all the venting is tied together out that original cast iron like I showed in the bathroom. In the laundry room, there is going to be the drain for the washer, and most of that plumbing is actually in that attic space above the kitchen. But you can see it snakes around and then it sneaks down, and it actually goes down through the wall of the pantry by the kitchen doorway downstairs on that side. So let's take a look behind in the attic to just see how that's run. So here you can see how the plumbing is run. Down at the bottom right, that's where it's draining out. You can see there's the washer hookup with the trap. And then above us is what I presume will be a vent pipe, which is currently just capped off right there. Finally, we're in the laundry room looking over toward the chimney, and that there is the drain for the sink that's going to go up here in this space. The other big thing that happened this week is repair of the fire damage. So as you can see, there is a brand new beam there, and there is a post on the right side as well as on the left side coming off of that old brick fireplace there. So as we get a little closer, you can see how they resolved this. They cut out the entire cantilever section of beam and replaced it with an engineered piece of LVL, so laminated veneer lumber. And so what ended up happening here, where the end of this floor beam was burned out, they actually have an LVL screwed onto either side that runs the full way across the room. So there's one on each side. And then those are hung with joist hangers on that LVL beam. And then the other beam right here has a large joist hanger holding that as well to the LVL. And then that beam there is back, it's in its original pocket. They just cut off the original beam that carried across here. And that one is also sitting in its original pocket. Now, the one mild bummer about this is these posts are now going to sit on that corner and change the profile on this a little bit. So it will be cased in, but it does change the profile from having a nice taper in the wall back to the brickwork. Now there'll be a cased kind of bump out there. However, it would have been a lot more invasive and more expensive to try and set those posts back, because then they would have had to also cut out and support and tie in that joist there, as well as this one over here if they set the post back and outside of that brickwork. Unfortunately, as you can see here, they also, in the process of taking down the old beam, had it slip and break this masonry here. Fortunately, none of the bricks broke, and the contractor said that they are going to cover the repair to this since they inadvertently damaged it. So that's the repair here. The next thing I'll show you is the repair on that rotted beam by the bathroom. So the beam that had the rot is right here, and it got the same treatment as the one with the fire damage. Essentially, this is a piece of LVL, laminated veneer lumber, screwed onto the side. And if I look here, you can actually see the laminations right there with the layers of wood that are glued together. And so again, there's one piece on either side of this floor beam screwed in, and that is now taking the load. But the beam itself is preserved, and you can see the beams are going to be exposed in this room, but they're going to be exposed only that little bit below the LVL, because again, you also have to have the plumbing up in there and have the space for that. So that's the major progress here this week.